My name is Monique Polak. I'm based in Montreal, and my discipline is literature. I write books for kids. I also do some work as a journalist. That's basically how I got into writing. And I've been teaching at Maranopolis College for 34, this is my 34th year, and now I'm teaching online. Who knew that it could happen for a dinosaur like me? My school has gone entirely virtual, and I ended up actually liking it, to my own, probably to no one's greater surprise than my own. There's much more of a connection than I expected. I work in and out with the muting. I tell my students, unmute yourselves. I want to hear you laugh. I want to hear you be confused or ask a question. It's like my discipline is the most transferable in terms of teaching it, because I work with text, I work with language, right? So my young writers, because that's what they are, right? The young writers that I work with can share text. And I've been doing that. Both sometimes they just read me something. I've been doing like, give me a couple of sentences, right? And then when we do a share screen, I'm able to look at a larger chunk of text. And that's been, that's been a discovery for me too, because in all these years of teaching, I've always hated correcting. Okay, here's truth. The first year of teaching, I thought it was thrilling correcting, maybe only the first 6 months. And now, because of what's happened with the pandemic, I honestly, it's transformed my sense of correcting, because I realize that my job is working with text. And I find it a way of connecting with other human beings. When you see what they write, when you see into a person's mind and see their paragraph, and sometimes there's lovely moments in the paragraph. Often the paragraphs that I see are full of errors, but rather than feeling, in the past I might have been like, another mistake, another run-on sentence. Now I'm like, let's look at this, let's work on it. And it's kind of like the text is my connection with students. And as a writer and a person who teaches writing, it feels to me in a weird way like this whole teaching online has let me come full circle. So I would urge other writers, teachers, maybe not to be so afraid. Like, I'm 60 years old. If I can do it, guys, you can do it. You'll be way better than me. There's this close looking at text. And frankly, the students, they're desperate. They want connection too. So they're connecting with me about text, and they're happy.